Hi everyone, welcome to Yoja Realm, and in this video we are going to talk about episode 5 of Ang Mutya Ng Section. The episode opens with JJ lost in thought, replaying her earlier conversation with Aris. She tells herself that it doesn't matter if Kefir once said the same things to Ella. It doesn't mean he's fooling her. For a brief moment, doubt creeps in. What if Kefir is just playing with her? But she shuts that thought down immediately. Kefir trusts her. He even shared the painful truth about his father. If he can trust her with that, then she should trust him too. She texts Kefir to tell him that Aris knows about them. Kefir calls her right away. Noticing that her voice sounds off, he asks if she is crying and whether Aris did something to hurt her. Gigi tells him that Aris only scolded her, but Kefir instantly gets protective, saying he will beat Aris up for her. He adds that he's ready to freeze everyone in her family if that's what it takes to prove he loves her, even if it means getting into a fist fight with Angelo and Aris. Gigi's mood lightens and she thanks him. Kefir jokes that she's supposed to say, "I love you" instead. He says it first and is about to add his usual "to infinity and beyond," but Gigi stops him, saying that ending is too common. Kefir agrees and changes it to "until scientists find the end of the universe." When Gigi asks if it's because the universe is infinite, he says exactly and tells her not to worry. He promises to talk to Angelo once he finds out about them and repeats that he loves her until the scientists find the end of the universe. Gigi smiles and is halfway through saying "I love you" when Scene suddenly interrupts, teasing her and claiming she doesn't need to tell Kefir because he's obviously the one she likes. Annoyed, Gigi lightly hits him, but Scene jokes back, asking if she really wants to pick a fight just as he's leaving. When she asks if he's really going, he explains that his mother says the condo is ready and he can move in now. Gigi sadly asks if he's leaving her. Scene jokes that she was the one who refused to be his helper anyway. She admits she will miss him and he tells her to visit. As usual, they start bickering again. Later, Gigi quietly hopes that Scene will be happy in his new home. She realizes that she has found a kind of home but with her complicated relationship with Kefir and Yuri, everything feels like it's starting to fall apart. She knows she needs to tell Yuri about her relationship with Kefir, and she has to make sure that in doing so, her home doesn't break apart completely. The next day, Gigi and Scene head to school, bickering as usual. When they arrive, Gigi asks Scene to wait outside because she forgot her ID and needs to run back to her room. On her way, Aris suddenly stops her and bluntly tells her that she is getting married to Yuri. He mocks her, calling her beautiful and taunting her for being engaged to Yuri while also being involved with Kefir. While saying his piece, Aris walks away, leaving Gigi alone with her thoughts. Shaken, Gigi realizes that she can't delay the truth anymore. She knows she has to tell Yuri about her relationship with Kefir. She doesn't want to hurt him any further than she already has. At school, Gigi keeps thinking about how to tell Yuri, but before she can decide, Yuri texts her saying he won't be coming to school and asking her to take care of herself. The message only frustrates her more, and she starts messing with her hair in stress. That's when Kefir appears behind her and asks if something is wrong. At first, Gigi brushes it off, but when Kefir presses again, she admits that she is planning to tell Yuri the truth. She confesses that she feels guilty and doesn't want to keep lying to him. Kefir agrees, admitting that he feels guilty too, and wonders why they once again ended up liking the same girl. Gigi tells Kefir that she's going to meet Yuri and tell him everything. Kefir immediately offers to go with her, reminding her that they will face everyone together. Still, he decides to wait downstairs, knowing that if he goes upstairs, things might turn violent. He tells Gigi to call him if anything happens, promising he will run upstairs immediately. Gigi smiles at him and nods, feeling a little braver as she prepares to face the truth. In the next scene, Yuri is angrily throwing darts, but the moment he sees Gigi, his expression softens into a smile. Watching him, Gigi tells herself that she wants Yuri to be happy and that she needs to tell him the truth right now. They sit together on his bed, and with trembling nerves, Gigi apologizes. She admits that she truly tried, but in the end, it's always been Kefir. Hearing this, Yuri is deeply hurt, yet calm. He tells her that he already knows that from the very beginning, it was always Kefir. Gigi breaks down, unable to bear the pain on Yuri's face. Yuri continues, saying that just like with Ella, he tried his best, but he lost lost again. He tells her he's not stupid. He knew everything, even what happened on New Year's Eve, long before she ever said a word. When Gigi tries to speak, Yuri stops her, asking if she's surprised and reminding her that Kefir isn't the only one with eyes. Yuri then tells her to leave. Before she goes, he calmly says that he will allow her to continue her relationship with Kefir, but on their wedding day, she will say, "I do." If she doesn't, he threatens to destroy Farquhar. Gigi tells him that only he will get hurt, but Yuri replies that she's already hurting him. He wants her to remember that in the end, she will be his. Then Yuri compares her to Ella and accuses her of leading people on. Gigi leaves in tears. In the car with Kefir, Gigi breaks down and tells him that Yuri refuses to call off the wedding. Furious, Kefir says that if she gives the word, he will go up and punch Yuri, but Gigi reminds him that he didn't want trouble. Kefir cups her face, gently telling her to stop crying because he hates seeing her hurt. He kisses her lightly and jokes about her runny nose, making her snap at him to shut up. Kefir reassures her not to worry about the wedding yet. They still have time to figure out how to stop it. He wipes her tears with his handkerchief, teasing her for being gross, and then tells her that he spoke to Percy. He reminds Gigi of his promise to find information about her father and explains that he got her father's number and called it, but the call was answered by the secretary instead. Kefir plays the call recording. In it, he asks urgently to speak with Mr. Mariano, only for the person on the other hand to greet him warmly and mock him. Kefir demands to know who he is, and the man replies that Kefir has really forgotten his dead friend. That's when Kefir realizes it's Percy. Irritated, Kefir tells him he doesn't have time for his nonsense and insists on speaking with Mr. Mariano. Percy teases him, saying Kefir hasn't changed, still bossy, still acting like a king. Kefir snaps back that this is about Gigi's father, not him. Percy then says that Kefir is already speaking with Mr. Mariano, but he has to go for now. Before hanging up, Percy warns that when they return, they will take Gigi back from him. Confused and shaken, Gigi tells Kefir she doesn't understand what any of it means. Kefir admits that he's confused too, but tells her they have no choice but to wait and see. He asks her to be patient. Kefir drives Gigi back home, and while they're still in the car, Gigi suddenly spots Angelo outside talking on his phone. Panicking, both of them try to hide. Gigi even asks Kefir to lift the car's roof, and they breathe a sigh of relief when Angelo doesn't notice them. Gigi immediately teases Kefir, reminding him that he claimed he would fight Angelo, so why is he hiding now? Kefir defends himself, saying he needs to prepare because Angelo is strong. Gigi mocks him by repeating his own words, making the moment lighter. Once Angelo goes inside, they step out of the car and run into Aris. Aris reaches for Gigi's hand, but before he can take it, Kefir pulls her back, kisses her cheek, and declares that he loves her until scientists find the end of the universe. Aris coughs and walks away. After Gigi leaves, Gigi is left feeling frustrated. The next morning, Gigi helps Scene move into his new house. While carrying his suitcases, Scene stops to tease her, saying that since he's so handsome, she must have fallen for him, and that she didn't need to tell Kefir that he's the only one she really likes. Gigi pinches his belly and calls him full of himself, and the two immediately start bickering again. While carrying a suitcase downstairs, Gigi loses her balance and the suitcase falls onto Ars, who happens to be behind her. Both Gigi and Scene rush to apologize. Ars snaps at Scene, saying that even on his way out, he's still an annoyance. Gigi takes the blame and apologizes again before Aris leaves. Angelo then arrives and tells Scene that his father is fading. They drive Scene home, and Gigi thanks Angelo for helping. As they walk, Gigi wonders if there is really no other way to save the company. Lost in thought, she bumps into Tiger. He greets her casually, and Gigi immediately worries that Angelo might make this. Instead, Tiger shakes hands with Angelo and chats with him, mentioning that he just finished settling a few things. When Tiger turns to Gigi, she threatens him playfully, and he teases her by trying to steal her pizza. Seeing their interaction, Angelo asks if they know each other. Gigi silently begs Tiger to say no, but he admits that they met when she went to King's Crown. Angelo turns to Gigi with a deadly stare, making her think she should pretend to be dead before he actually kills her. The tension breaks when another company senior interrupts, and the three start start bickering. Gigi can't help but laugh at their exchange. After they leave, Gigi comments that they're funny, but Angelo coldly tells her that she's stubborn and reminds her that she went to King's Crown without his permission. Gigi tries to explain that it happened long ago, but Angelo doesn't listen, warning her that she's in serious trouble. Just then, Angelo receives a call from his mother. He says that they'll be right back, and when Gigi asks what happened, Angelo tells her that Aris has been taken to the hospital. Later at school, Gigi is lost in thought, worrying about Aris. She knows he has a serious lung condition, pulmonary fibrosis, but she still doesn't fully understand what Aunt Gemma and the doctor were discussing. Kefir notices her distracted mood and asks if something is bothering her. Gigi tells him that she's thinking about Aris being hospitalized. Kefir gently takes her hand and reassures her that Aris will be okay. After all, he's Aris. Their quiet moment is quickly interrupted when Scene spots them and teases them for being sweet, making G pull her hand away immediately. Gigi's thoughts then drift to Yuri. She worries about what he might do next, whether he'll go back to his old ways or even seek out Tiger again. Before she can think further, the teacher arrives and the class settles down. During the lesson, Kefir starts bothering Gigi by repeatedly hitting her chair. Annoyed, she asks the teacher if she can step outside, but the teacher refuses. Suddenly, Kefir pulls Gigi onto his lap, instantly